Stepping Up to the Plate on BCTV is presented by Smoker & Company and One Source Business Solutions. Hello again, everybody. This is Dan Klauser, President of Big Vision Foundation, and welcome back to our Stepping Up to the Plate show on BCTV. This month, we're going to talk a little bit about our baseball and softball clinics that we did out at Ozzy's. Did a session in January, just finishing up a session, our February session this week, and then our March sessions start next week. So Wednesday, March 1st, we'll start our first and final baseball winter session, and then Thursday, March 2nd, we'll start our March and final softball session. So you can go on our website at bigvisionfoundation.org, click on the clinic link, and you can sign up for either baseball or your softball clinic at that point. We'll talk a little bit to Missy Lamb and Kelsey Adams during the show tonight, and they'll give you a little bit of a recap as what they're doing during the softball clinics. And those two young ladies are absolutely dynamic young ladies. We are so excited to have them as part of our organization now and to really lead our Berkshire Bobcats fast pitch softball teams into the future. So those two young ladies will be coaching our 12 and under Berkshire Bobcats team that will start tryouts in the beginning of July, and we'll have the teams formed by August and ready to play in September, and then that team will go ahead and play into the spring of 2018. So we're real excited about that. Definitely, if you got a young lady out there who's 12 years old or younger, you want to get them signed up for a Berkshire Bobcats program and have these two young women just be mentors to them and help them learn the game of softball as well as just life lessons in general. So we're real excited about that. Our baseball clinics, excited to keep them going. We still have some spots left on our Berkshire Sea Dogs 12 and under summer team and our Berkshire Red Sox 13 and under summer team. Again, if you're interested, go on our website, get information there, and we'll have you come out to one of our winter workouts, take a look at you, and see if you make the team. Other thing we've got coming up here real soon, on March 18th is the annual Marsh Madness event, and that's an event that we do with the Reading and Berks County YMCA. I will be jumping into Blue Marsh Lake that day, as well as probably about 70 or 75 other people who will be taking the plunge. Last year was the first year that I did it. You can go on to the Marsh Madness website, click on Team BVF, and make a donation there to get me to jump into the lake out there. And any money that we raise through the Team BVF site will be split between both us and the Reading and Berks County YMCA. So you got a great opportunity to help two wonderful organizations within our community to raise money with this event. So enjoy the show, and we'll see you in March. My good friend and co-host here, Euclid, says hi to everybody. And he's excited because our season is getting ready to start here in about 45 days. So again, we're excited to start our season April 1st. During our March show, we'll talk a little bit more about how the fields are getting ready, and have a recap of the Marsh Madness event, and probably have Uke out there on the fields with us and taking a look at how we get stuff ready to get the season started. So enjoy the show, everybody, and again, be sure to check us out at bigvisionfoundation.org. Say bye, Uke.
Hello, ladies. My name is Missy. This is Kelsey here with us. We are from the Big Vision Foundation here down at Ozzy's for doing some softball clinics. So, listen, it's been really exciting. We just had one finish up for the last 4 weeks in January, and I got to tell you, it was great just to see everyone come out. Everyone was just really enthusiastic, just really getting that softball field back in. So you lose a little bit over the summer, but I mean, coming here, we really work on those fundamentals for you and make sure you're still loving every bit of it. All right.
Yeah, so these last 4 weeks here have been really great. We taught the girls how to bat, how to field, how to throw, how to catch high pops, and they all really enjoyed it. We had a little fun with all of them, so it was really nice to get the fun side out of the girls, but also the more serious side of them playing softball. So it was really fun these last 4 weeks. We're looking forward to the February and March clinics. So if you're interested in learning from Missy and I, come on out to Ozzy's in Leesport, and we hope to see you soon.
Just make sure you don't get that hand thing on. Ooh. Remember, keep that weight back. You're falling forward too soon. Yeah, much better. Do it again. Good. 2 more.
Yeah. So we got that last night. I don't know how to use it.
Couple more. All right, we'll call it. You guys back up about 3 feet right there. Still on our knee. All right. You want to, the turf is not friendly. You want to make sure. Make sure we're here. Coming through. This is the most important thing right here, to make sure we're on top of the ball. All right? You do not want to be like this. All right? You want to be here. Come through.
Hi, everybody. This is Dave. We're at the Big Vision softball clinic at Ozzy's, held on Thursday nights, and I'm here with the Lutz ladies. How you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
Tell everybody your name.
Morgan Lutz.
Your name?
Dawn, let's.
So, Morgan is part of the softball clinic that we're holding here, and we wanted to get some reaction of how she felt about it and how everything was going. So, Morgan, I'm going to pass the mic to you. You tell us, what do you think of the clinic so far?
It was really cool and I learned a lot.
What'd you learn?
I learned how to throw a ball correctly,
What else?
how to field a ball correctly,
Excellent.
and all the steps to do it.
So tell us about the batting machine. What do you think about it?
I got a little nervous at first, but then I warmed up to it.
Awesome. And I saw you filming, Morgan. And do you guys, is this the first time you were filming it?
That was the first time she was ever in the batting cage like
that's
that.
awesome.
Batting machine.
That's awesome. All right, pass the mic to your mom. All right, so how did you hear about the whole program?
From her softball coach through the Hamburg Girls softball club.
That's great. So
Mhm.
they're there up in Hamburg
Mhm.
telling you guys about this, and
Mhm.
I think that's great.
Mhm.
So you play on the Hamburg team?
Yes,
What age group are you in?
8U.
8U. Is this your first year playing softball?
This is my second.
Very good. So I'll take the mic from Mrs. Lutz, and that's it. I'm signing off. Thanks very much for your feedback. Hi, everybody. Who am I with here?
Morgan Young.
Lisa Young.
All right. Why don't you tell us, Morgan, how the whole clinic is going for you? Take the mic.
Really good. It's not bad, but it's amazing. Batting cages are scary.
Pretty scary. You've been in the batting cages, or this the
Yeah.
first night?
I've been on them before.
Yeah. How are you doing on them?
Good. Last week I did them, and today I did them, and so the first time I did it today, I didn't hit any because I got scared. But the second time I did it today, I hit 3, 4.
But it's pretty cool that you have an image of someone throwing that pitch to you, don't you think?
Yeah.
All right. So tell us, what do you think about the clinic from a parent's perspective?
From my perspective, I think it was a really great thing for her. She had 4 times to come and individual attention. They helped her with her catching, and they helped her bat. And I think it's really been a good thing for her. We signed up for the next one.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thanks so much for sharing your thoughts with us tonight.
I stayed after. I stayed after for the pop-up flies because I was really bad at them because I was catching them like this and back behind instead of catching them like up here. So Brendan, he taught me how to do the fly balls.
That's great. What do you think about the other instructors?
They're amazing. They're super nice. They won't yell at you unless you like are messing around.
The way it should be. Thanks so much for the interview. We appreciate you guys being here.
All right, folks, here I am at Blue Marsh Lake, where in 24 days, on March 18th, myself and Carrie Ann Delgado and Brandon Shimo, my wife Shantae, will all be jumping into Blue Marsh to help raise money for both the Big Vision Foundation and the Reading and Berks County YMCA during their Marsh Madness event. Actually, Shantae said she will not jump in unless we raise at least $5,000 for Team BVF and the YMCA. Is that correct, Shantae? $5,000's the number? All right, she's saying yes. She's saying yes for $5,000. So that's got to be a goal if we want to get Shantae in the water with us on March 18th. $5,000. So, second year that we've done this event with the YMCA. And again, it's a way that for Team BVF, we're actually splitting the proceeds between the Big Vision Foundation and the Reading and Berks County YMCA. So you're making a contribution to two great causes at once. So go on to our Team BVF page through the Marsh Madness event page and make your donations there. I don't know, it's like 50 degrees out today. Hopefully it's like that on March 18th. I know a couple years ago they actually had to cut the ice out of the water here. I may be sick that day if this thing freezes up and we're cutting ice out of the water, but we'll wait and see. Now I'm committed either way. Shantae's saying if there's ice in the water, it's got to be $10,000 for her to go in. So those are our numbers to get Shantae in the water. So if nothing else, just to get Shantae in the water, $5,000 is the number, $10,000 if it freezes up. And I've just noticed, I didn't notice this yet last year. I don't know how much goose poop I stepped in on the way down to the water, but there's quite a bit of goose poop out here, Shantae. Did you notice that? A lot of. Definitely going to have to watch my step on March 18th. I'm not sure if the Army Corps of Engineers comes in and cleans that up for us prior to the event or not. But nonetheless, you go in the water, you take a shower. I'm sure I've probably stepped in worse stuff in my life. So anyway, March 18th, come on out. If you want to jump in on behalf of Team BVF, reach out to us. Shoot me an email at dclouser@bigvisionfoundation.org. We'll walk you through the steps as to how to get signed up on our page, and you can help raise money for both Big Vision Foundation and the Reading and Berks County YMCA. So it's a great event. Again, two great organizations. There's a lot of other organizations that get involved as well, but really the main beneficiary is the YMCA, and that's an organization we do a lot of collaboration with. A couple months from now, we'll be doing a feature show on the Healthy Kids Day and Kite Day event that we do in conjunction with both the County of Berks and the Reading and Berks County YMCA. That's on April 29th of this year. So our April show will feature a lot about that. We'll be back out at the complex and up and ready for our season, and we'll talk a lot about that event. Another great community event that we collaborate with YMCA on. Next month we'll do another episode just showing how the complex gets ready for the season, and just looking forward to having a great 2017. So help us make 2017 great, and help us and help the YMCA help more kids in Berks County by contributing to Team BVF. So as always, check it out, bigvisionfoundation.org. Show. Got to show you a little bit about what we were doing there with our softball clinics, our baseball clinics, as we prep for our Marsh Madness event coming up here in a couple weeks on March 18th. And just wanted to finish up the show talking to our one intern, Brandon Shimo. Brandon, thanks for joining me here at the end of our show.
Thank you for having me.
Want to talk a little bit about some of the private lessons that kids can get from you. Brandon's a professional pitcher, newly acquired by New Britain in the Atlantic League. Brandon, tell our viewers a little bit about, what they could expect if they want to get private lessons from you, and also in the baseball and softball camp, some of the stuff you're touching on as you help us out with those as well.
All right. Well, for starters, with the private lessons, it's mainly baseball. However, I'm starting to kind of move into the softball aspect of it with hitting. Obviously not pitching, because that's two completely different elements of the game. But with private lessons, I remember talking to you before about how I like to kind of touch base with the kids, and before we even start what I like to work on, I like to kind of find out what they want to polish up on themselves, because most kids, especially at like 12, 13, start to figure out what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, and I like to kind of help them polish their weaknesses, which kind of gets them a little bit more motivated, a little bit more inspired to get better by first fixing a problem that they see is a problem. And then from there, obviously, there's a lot of stuff that I like to incorporate in. That's just the basic fundamentals and some of the basic mechanics that kind of help you get consistency, whether it's pitching or hitting. And like I said, I feel like that strategy kind of gets them a little bit more into it right off the start. And with my private lessons, I like to do an hour session, because I feel like a half-hour sessions don't really give you a lot of time to get stuff done, and you don't really feel like you got to rush through it, which helps them a little bit when it comes to, if they're struggling, doesn't really stress them out a lot, because we still got a lot of time to work with. And I like to also kind of make them realize that they're going to make mistakes. This is practice. This is where they're supposed to make mistakes, and the game is when everything is supposed to be perfect. So I try not to make it a stressful environment, which is one of my big things when it comes to the private lessons. So much for the clinics is obviously we don't have as much time to kind of focus one-on-one with the kids, but it's still a great way to get these kids working with each other, working around other kids, because it is all about teamwork, especially in the game of baseball. It's not about one player, it's about all nine. And a lot of these kids, boys, especially the girls, are awesome to work with, because the work ethic is there, their desire to get better is there, and it makes it a lot easier for us as coaches to work with these kids that want to learn, and
Yeah,
it makes it a lot more fun.
Definitely. So if any of our viewers out there want to get in contact with you to schedule a private lesson, you want to give them your email and phone number?
Yeah, you guys can give me an email at bshimo@bigvisionfoundation.org, or you can give me a call at my personal cell phone, which is 570-241-4454. And got a lot of lessons already scheduled for this year, so if you guys are interested, make sure you hit me up soon so we can kind of squeeze you in there.
Yeah, obviously you report to your professional club at the end of March So really got about a month to go ahead and get some lessons scheduled with Brandon. Our last baseball and softball sessions start next week for the month of March as well. So you can go on our website there, register for them, bigvisionfoundation.org. And then just to loop everybody in on some other pretty cool events that we have coming up. We've got our Junior Home Run Derby that'll be coming up on April 29th as part of the YMCA and County of Berks Go Fly a Kite Day and Healthy Kids Day event. It's also an event that's sponsored by Major League Baseball, so kids can get out and be just like a big leaguer during the All-Star game and get out there on Karowski Field at the complex during Kite Day and Healthy Kids Day and take the shot at seeing how many balls they can hit out of the yard. And another real big event that we got coming up, real excited about, you'll hear about this in our upcoming shows, is our Jenny Finch event. We're hosting another Jenny Finch softball camp on May 20th and 21st of this year. Very excited. Jenny is, as I've said many, many times, a 100% genuine human being. If you got a girl that's out there that's playing softball, this is a camp that you absolutely do not want to miss. On top of just teaching your daughter how to play softball the right way, she's really going to teach them how to get out there and strive for to achieve their greatest potential as well. So definitely recommend getting out there and meeting Jenny Finch and the other instructors that she'll have here. So, folks, as always, check us out on our website at bigvisionfoundation.org. For myself and Brandon, thanks for watching the show. And of course, Euclid loves being part of the show. So come out to the complex every once in a while. We see him running around on some of the fields and enjoying himself too. So have a great month.